Being a doctor of Oriental medicine and studying environmental illness, we know we can help patients where other modalities won't. About not only detoxing them, but regenerating them. That's where I think the synchronicity wave system plays an important part, and it's been reported by many that it's regenerative in process. Patients that are being over-medicated today, it is a big problem. One of the largest problems is that patients are being prescribed drugs that they don't need. One of my mentors once told me, you can't poison a sick person well. Most of the patients that come to the alternative medicine practice have tried traditional medicine, and so we're treating the chronically ill that have been poisoned by pesticides and chemicals and our environmental toxins and don't realize that that was the cause of their illness. They're the type of patients that have chronic illnesses, chronic conditions, endocrine problems. Lyme disease seems to be a big prevalent thing this last 15 years. We have neurological disorders coming to us, MS, Alzheimer's. And then we have a lot of gastrointestinal problems based on parasites. So I have a good understanding in parasitology. So we're dealing with patients that their system's shutting down and they're needing a recharge. We're dealing with pretty sick people these days. The synchronicity wave system outputs a matrix of colors, colors and light. Since the beginning of time, color and light has been used for healing. The National Institute of Health has published on PubMed much information about the use of color therapy and light. If it's cloudy out for 30 days, people are affected with what's known as seasonal affective disorder.
I've been in the field of energy medicine for over 30 years, and I have a doctorate in bioenergetics. So when I heard about the synchronicity wave system, it really made a lot of sense to me because I recognize that there's a lot of healing that happens through color and through light. Light is very important to us. We all thrive and need sunlight. It's how plants grow, it's how we grow, it's how the cells of our body actually experience the energy and increase the energy level in the cell wall. The significance of color upon the human energy field has been proven many years, and in fact Egyptians were well aware of the effect of color on their bodies. And you not only have the emotional effect that color has upon you. For example, red tends to excite you and blue tends to slow you down or soften and calm you down. So depending on where you are emotionally, if you're already agitated, you certainly wouldn't want to be in a spectrum of red. You tend towards more of the greens and the blues and maybe even yellows. But the energy that actually comes off the color itself is very significant because every color also resonates with certain organs of your body.
If the patient is lacking in certain nutrients and vitamins, those nutrients and vitamins can be better absorbed by using certain colors to help tonify that patient. In practice, in Chinese medicine, we know that certain colors open into the meridians. So obviously red would be for the heart. That makes sense.
The synchronicity wave system is pure energy. It uses sacred geometry, which is what all life is about. It's what you're about as a human being. It's what all plant life is about. They all contain sacred geometry. Everything in the universe is about sacred geometry. So utilizing that along with color, along with light, utilizing the monitors of the system as transducers, which simply means taking energy and transforming it into light and color. The significance of colors in the organs of the body, for example, yellow tends to relate to mental situations and also the solar plexus. Red relates to the root chakra and also relates to circulation, to blood, and warmth. Blue tends to be more cooling, and we relate more to your lungs, for example. It also relates very significantly to your throat, since the color of that chakra is blue itself.
Some of the plagues of the 21st century are Lyme disease, MS, environmental illness syndrome. When we study biology and chemistry, we see that their cells are closed. Toxins can't get out and nutrition can't get in. These are the patients that are toxic within their own toxins. So we are using the synchronicity wave system, and it's been reported by many doctors that it seems to open up the cell, aliven the mitochondria, which is the life energy of the cell, and add spark and improve electrical conductivity. So we're seeing these patients detoxify without having a bad reaction.
The effect upon the organs of your body, for example, if you have inflammation all over your body, you certainly wouldn't want to experience a spectrum of red, once again, because it's more excitable, more active oriented. With inflammation, you want to cool things down, and a blue is much more appropriate for that situation. For example, if the person's cold all the time, they're having circulation issues, then red becomes very appropriate. Red relates to your blood, red relates to circulation, it also relates to an excitability.
So how do we restore these patients' energy? You have to go back to maybe to the cause and look what you can do to restore their energy, their chi flow, their organ function in a natural manner. Because it just makes sense that if we just follow basic color therapy instructions or what they've used for thousands of years, and we output those colors into the patient, that it improves that area, whether it's circulation, cooling, warming them up, and the eyes are the receiver of this information. So it seems, and it's been reported by many, especially myself, that my eyesight improved at a rapid rate.
The synchronicity wave system has a lot to offer to a lot of people, and the beauty of it is it's very passive. You just sit in the system and you experience results. Couldn't be any easier, and it's kind of like a doctor or a practitioner's dream.
In the last months, we've gone from Hawaii to Florida and states in between, putting this in clinics, doing demos, letting the doctor, the staff, the patients decide whether this is good for them. Instead of me coming in and telling them what it's going to do for them, they're telling me what it's doing for the patient. That's what's exciting.